All right, guys, welcome back. Day 4. Today we're going to start talking about patterns and how we can add the patterns to the background. That is a big part of Kehinde Wiley's artwork, is his patterns that he chooses to put in the background. Now, what I would like you guys to do to help you kind of come up with something to do is just flip your drawing over. On the back, you can brainstorm just some quick ideas for what your patterns could look like. So we know that patterns are created by combining lines and shapes and colors in different ways and then repeating it over and over and over and over again. And that repeating is what creates the pattern. So what I want you to do is just try to come up with a couple symbols, and then that symbol is going to be what you repeat. So in my case, I just did a leaf. So in this box, all I would have drawn is my leaf. And it doesn't need to be the finished, beautiful version of the leaf that you want to do. It's just an idea. You're just kind of brain dumping. So maybe it's like the Clemson paw, or maybe it's I don't know, maybe you really like art, maybe it's a pencil or something, I don't know, maybe it's a video game controller. Doesn't matter, but come up with like 4 or 5 different like little symbols that you like, and it could be based on something that you're interested in. For me, I love plants, so I did a leaf, or it could be just a made-up design too. Like it could be maybe you just want to do a line pattern for your background. I'm fine with that. So it doesn't really matter what you do. Maybe you want to do like polka dots with polka dots all the way around. I don't know. It doesn't matter, but just use the back of your paper to sketch out some ideas. Make sure you use a pencil so it doesn't go through. Then on the front, once you've decided what you're going to do, fast forward, you can, I think as a trick to help you, make a stencil. So I made the video game controller. So what I did is I drew my video game controller on the note card, and then I cut it out. I actually only drew half of it, and then I folded it in half and cut it out so it would be symmetrical without having to worry about it. It would just easily be symmetrical. But if you just draw it on a note card, then you make yourself a stencil. So then all you have to do is put it down and trace it in various places on your background in order to make your pattern. And then it's easy, and you don't have to worry about making a whole bunch of mistakes. So it doesn't matter how you arrange your pattern. It's not math class. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, C, A, B, C. It can be a little bit, you know, off. The idea is that you're repeating the same object over and over again, and that creates a pattern. It also kind of creates a sense of movement. It can help lead your eye through the picture. Like it makes me want to look around the picture, like almost like a frame. Sometimes we call that rhythm as well when something is repeated. So I'm just gonna trace this guy a whole bunch of times. Now, I don't want to cover up the face, but when you get down here to the bottom, if you want to, when you get down here to the bottom, if you want to overlap some elements of your pattern on top of the body, then by all means do so. I did mine right on top of my drawing. I had actually drawn and colored everything like I did here. I think that's fine because we're never going to look at the art, you know, really up close. Everybody always looks at art that's on the wall. It's always, you know, at least an arm's distance away from you. And I would say that's even like the closest. So when you do that, the crayon covers up the drawing, the colored pencil well enough that I think it works fine. So if you want to cover up your person a little bit, then I think that's okay. So I'm just kind of thinking about how I want to arrange these. I'm also drawing a little bit far away from me, so it feels a little bit funny. And you can put a bunch, you can put a few. Doesn't matter. I think if you get several in there so that it, or quite a few in there so that it looks fairly filled up, that's probably for the best. Maybe you have some of your patterns run off your page, I don't know. Play around with it. If you draw them lightly, then you can just erase them if you don't like it. And I think I was thinking I would flip this and kind of put them underneath. So I don't want to draw on top of him, but I can draw right up to him. And kind of do like an interlocking pattern. you don't have to do them interlocking. On my other example, I did them a lot more random. It's a leaf, it's kind of more organic, so I just kind of made it look like the leaves were just like falling. And that's fine too. All right, so you get the idea. I'm not going to fill in them all for right now. I also don't think that I want to put all of the buttons and all of that. I think I just want to put a little bit just to convey that they are video game controllers. So I think I'm just going to put 2 toggles on them. And I don't really play video games, so you guys are probably thinking in your head, oh my goodness, there's no controller that has toggles there. I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing. Something to say, oh, it's a video game controller. And then down here at the bottom, I think I am, as I get down here, I am going to put a couple over top here. I don't want to go too far up though, on top of his face and all that with the pattern, but just a couple, kind of like Kehinde Wiley does. Okay, and then that's it for today. Good luck, guys.